So today I'm going to talk to you about treating dry mouth, both short and long-term treatments for it, and I have some samples. I have some coupons here for some Sensodyne Pronamel and some Sensodyne Pronamel. I also have this Biotene Moisturizing Gel. So if your mouth is dry when you wake up in the morning, this is something that you might want to use at night before you go to bed. And I also have a dry mouth oral rinse. So I'll pass these samples around, and if you come see me after the meeting, I have several of each. I was asked to speak at my rheumatologist's office, so I did this speech this past weekend, and this is a shortened version of this speech. If you find at the end of this speech that you are really interested in it, I can forward you a copy of the longer speech. It took about an hour. There's 30 slides in it. So what are some of the causes of dry mouth? All of us are small independent business people, or we work for an owner, and stress is huge in our life. Medications, almost all of them are made with some kind of salt, and they have a drying effect. Radiation or chemotherapy and autoimmune disorders. I personally have Sjogren's, which you may have heard in the news. One of the twins that plays tennis has Sjogren's, so it's related to the lupus and rheumatoid. So dry mouth and dry eyes are the hallmarks of that disease. And smoking. The nicotine is very dehydrating.
Looks like a sea cucumber.
So some of the things that you can do to combat a dry mouth: hydration. Okay, you want to drink water, maybe 8 glasses a day. If you get tired of drinking just water, you could do the detox waters with the cucumber and the lemon, or lime and cucumber. And my 2 favorite herbal teas are up here. Tazo is available at Starbucks, but you can get this at some of the local places as well. And Yogi is in the organic section, and they make detox teas, but they also have like a lavender tea or a chamomile tea. Using a fluoride toothpaste. Of course, I'm your dentist, I'm going to tell you to use a fluoride toothpaste, but you're at more risk for decay with the dry mouth, and since a huge portion of our population experiences this, if you have that friend or loved one that does have a dry mouth, they're a great referral for me. Of course, brush twice a day, floss once a day, brush your tongue. If you do have a dry mouth, you're going to find that you may get some odor from bacteria, and that is a huge source of the bacteria. And then if you do all these things and it's just not enough, this Prevident 5000 is a prescription toothpaste that can really help you discourage decay, and it has about 5 times the amount of fluoride in it that your regular tube of toothpaste has. So if you have young people at home or pets that could somehow get a hold of it, it can be lethal. You want to keep it out of reach. Custom trays. So you maybe have had the chemo or radiation and you're doing the Prevident, and that's still not enough. You can use these custom trays. People's bleaching trays or retainers can also be used, and you can put a fluoride gel in there that you would do probably twice a day for maybe 15 minutes at a time. There are all kinds of saliva substitutes on the market. I had no idea how many people were going to be here today, so I have a list of available over-the-counter saliva substitutes that, again, I'm happy to send to you. At the end of the presentation, it has my email address. The list contains all the products that I could find that you could buy locally here in the U.S., whether they are over-the-counter or prescription, and the approximate cost, and a rating on a basis of 1 to 10. So, sugar-free gum. You want to skip the double bubble if you've got the dry mouth, and try things like Trident, Orbit, Eclipse, or Extra. You want to find that sugar-free hard candy, or we live in the Ohio River Valley. We are top 10 of the worst places to live in the country for allergies. So you want to try to breathe through your nose if you can instead of your mouth. Okay, that's going to provide you with a little bit more moisture. And you want to consider using a humidifier. If you do have that cold, you can use, like a neti pot, the saline. You don't want to use the antihistamines because they're really going to dry you out. So there are Mucinex is a great expectorant. It'll help you just get that material out. All right, again, you want to visit your dentist a couple times a year, get a couple cleanings. Consider having a fluoride treatment while you're at your dental office. In these bite wing radiographs that we take every year, it checks for decay in between the teeth, and we can find it at a lot smaller stage than if you wait till I can find that decay in between your teeth, it's a lot larger. The long-term way to treat your dry mouth is to become physically better as far as your immune system. How do you do that? All the things your doctor's already told you to do. Get enough rest, eat whole foods, skip the inside of your grocery store, it's all processed foods. Try a low sodium diet, reduce your stress, and even try meditation. So some of the alternative therapies that I work with include meditation, massage, yoga, Reiki, chiropractic, and lymphatic drainage. You've heard some of these topics before with Liz and Dr. Hodson. So personally, Liz teaches the Reiki. You can do meditation. I have an app that I saw at Liz's office. 2 minutes, all right. Massage and yoga. Baxter Avenue yoga is $5 at noon on Saturdays. So my favorite massage place in town is Miss Liz Foy's massage office. And of course she offers massage, Reiki, and lymphatic drainage. Again, I'm going to give a plug out for Baxter. $5 for their yoga class at noon on Saturdays. You are not going to find a better deal in town. It is a different instructor every Saturday, but at that price, who cares? And Dr. Edwin Hodson at the Multi-Care Center offers chiropractic and alternative therapies. So this is our office, and the phone number and our email address is there. So if any of you are interested in getting the longer version of this, or the sheet that I talked about, or any of the sample products, feel free. And do I have any time left for questions?
You have 48 seconds.
All right, I'm gonna open the floor up to questions.
What's your favorite kind of referral?
My favorite kind of referral. I like a challenge. I like somebody who doesn't really know what they want, or I want somebody who will allow me to explain what's going on in their mouth. I could give them a couple options, let them be an informed patient, because they are the happiest patients. Thank you again.